Mackie MC-40BT Review. The name Mackie symbolizes professional audio and will make any audio enthusiast's heart swell with admiration. The new Mackie MC-40BT, however, is something special. It can be operated without needing any cables. The headphones, along with their accessories, can fit in the protective, folding hard case. The fabrication of the on-ear headphones is simple and pleasant. The headband of this product as well as the cushions that circle around each ear were made without metal but rather with actual leather. Despite this, its design and feel are quite respectable judging from its price of €180 or less. The power, volume, start-stop, and track-skip buttons, which are highlighted in green, also fit the design and offer solid physical feedback. They are situated on the right ear cup alongside the jack sockets and charging ports. Despite its small feature set, the Mackie MC-40BT offers a microphone for using it as a gaming headset or for making phone calls. The on-off button lets you pick up and hang up incoming calls. There is no active noise cancelling, however. Nonetheless, for those with a larger head circumference, the pressure at the ears is slightly high. The isolation from environmental noise is exceptionally impressive for headphones without ANC. Its 40mm drivers will be able to reproduce the sound perfectly without distractions from outside noises in its enclosed ear cups. The Mackie MC-40BT has a considerable soundstage for a closed headphone, however, its latest product of audio equipment is highly responsive to the quality of the record. For studio applications, a monitoring headphone can be used to compensate for this. Nowadays, many music programs and playlists are often compressed, which may detract from the performance of this piece. Recordings that show minimal width and dynamics might sound lackluster, and even good recordings can become slightly boring with a lack of harmonics. It produces dynamic levels of sound that leave you in awe and offers no shortage of harmonics from its tweeter horn. In brief, the answer to the query is this: one or both are responsible for it. This was found via the cross-check on the iPhone utilizing a cable connection. When played through the wire, the music genuinely seemed alive, with sudden dynamic leaps captivating you and layers of voices, instruments, and overtones seeming to lift away from one another. This is an impressive statement to the people who fine-tune the sound of the remarkably well-balanced and clear over-ear headphones when in passive mode. They also display a knack for creating rich and accurate basses that never seem exaggerated. On-wired drums also convey an extra punch. However, on the iPhone 11, even with its AAC codec, the dynamics are in full force and everything from clarity to vibrancy becomes better than if connected via Bluetooth. This does not bode well for the amplifier electronics of the wireless over-ear headphones. Ultimately, there are people who can manage the expense of a headphone amp for their desks or carry a headphone DAC in their pocket while they travel. Besides an enhanced bass kick which should take great pleasure in those who prefer luxuriant beats, distinctness both in mid-range and treble increased. If vocals sounded foggy and artificial via Bluetooth with the MC-40BT's own amplifier segments, then here is where congruity really began to show itself. The Mackie MC-40BT reminds us of hybrid cars in some ways. It can be conveniently driven into cities and parked at charging stations, but it's just an electric engine with extra advantages. Therefore, you can carry your Bluetooth headphones without worrying about muddled cables and take them on the bus or train. Simultaneously, you'll be pleased to know that the battery is designed for prolonged use. You will likely experience maximum pleasure by connecting the Mackie wireless earphones to an amp through a cord though. Consequently, we could consider the pure points score from our test results to be a mixed score between passive and active modes.